In 2005 and 2006, I got the first Zune that you could put movies on, but the movies had to be in a certain format. So what I would do is I would pirate the movie. This is this is where my life as a pirate began. I would download the movies from online, and at that time, this wasn't like a big thing. Plex wasn't a thing. This was all brand new, kind of, at least to me it was. And at that time, there wasn't such thing as MP4s. No one knew what an MP4 was back then. They were all AVI files. If you know what an AVI file is, you know what I'm talking about. And so the AVI files, the Zune, the Microsoft Zune wouldn't play AVI files because they only took the proprietary Microsoft Zune video format, whatever that was at the time. I think it might have been, not sure what it was. Might have been MOV, I'm not sure. But so then I would have to download the movies as a AVI file, and then I would have to convert them into whatever format the Zune would take, and then put them on the Zune. Mind you, each one of these steps, there's only 3 steps. Download the movie, convert the file, upload it to the Zune. Each one of those steps took 9 hours. It took 9 hours because at the time, the internet, 2000, 2005, 2006-ish, you know what I mean? It was pretty much, we were getting out of dial-up, but we didn't have like Wi-Fi. Or we had Wi-Fi, but it wasn't, wasn't great. It wasn't the best. And so like we had to restart the router every 20 minutes because that's where we were at with Comcast at the time. And so it would take 9 hours just to download one movie. And then mind you, I have to convert that on hardware, the laptop that we had. And because my father and his cheap status, the laptop that we had at home was at the time what we called a netbook. And a netbook is just a little tiny, about 9 to 10 inch laptop. It wasn't much bigger than the portable DVD players I had years before, but it was a laptop. It had maybe 2 or 3 gigs of RAM in it, and it was just for checking your email and maybe doing a quick Google search. It was in no way intended to be downloading movies, then converting them for 3 hours straight, and then uploading them onto a portable media player. That's not what this thing was built for, but I was pushing that chick to the limits, okay? And so yeah, it would take 9 hours to download on my dad's little 9-inch netbook laptop, and then I would have to use the free converting program that I might have also pirated but might have found for free somewhere, and use that. And so an hour and a half movie converting into a different format at the time took hour and a half, maybe 2, maybe 3 hours. So that was a whole nother day long process. And guess what? If someone needed to use the computer, we had to shut that down and we had to start over once they were done using it. So sometimes it took multiple days to convert. Then we had to get that big ass file onto the Zune. And transferring music onto the Zune at the time is easy because it's 5 to 10 megabytes, for an MP3, but it's like 5 to 10 gigs for a movie, right? And so that took another 3 to 4 hours. And if the cable disconnected or if the Zune fell asleep or something happened, there were all these contingencies back then that technology wasn't ready for, that we were using it. I mean, I was on the road. I had my movies everywhere with me all the time.